Hold on. It
So
says
the
the G
guest is
Shop.
on the
We're on
phone,
the air.
right?
Yes,
So
our guest is on the
we
phone.
live on the air. Hey, people, I'll be
It
right
says G
back.
Shop on the door. It has like a neon lights
So
going around.
get off the mic. Step off. Hello. We in the building. You already know. We just tuning in a little late, because we had to get a couple things situated. And now we here because we're here to give y'all I know y'all missed WillPower from last week and the week before that and the week before that. And I know, but we're only once a week, so y'all have to just wait till Monday. I'm sorry. But we here.
Yes.
And,
And the old lady is running late. Okay.
And the old lady had to go to the bathroom. So
I had to go to the bathroom, but first before that, I had a new nail tech. I always get my nails done the same time every Monday. But I had a new nail tech, and he was extremely slow because I've been in here since 3 o'clock. So there's no way.
He was corny.
Yeah, no, he actually did a great job on my nails, but he took a long time to do it. So he had me running late for you guys, but we are here, and welcome to WillPower UnSurfaced, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. We have a guest today, but before we bring our guest on, I know that EA wanted to talk a little bit about the incident that happened at Sesame Place.
I really wanted to talk about that because I think that's very important that we push that narrative, you know what I'm saying, and let everybody know that's something that we're not going to stand for, to be very, very honest. At the end of the day, what we're talking about is the incident that happened at Sesame Place, where it was a lawyer that actually put it online. And then when I seen it, let me concentrate on I'm sorry, y'all. I got to concentrate on what we doing over here. You know what I'm saying? When I seen it, it blew my mind because I couldn't believe that I was looking at what I was looking at.
Right.
And I just wanted to share it mainly on a few pages just so people can have a chance to exercise their thought process.
Right.
And make a call. Because I know I called. And you should just call up there. Don't add them just on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Call up there. A lot of people were just adding. No, call up there. Make your voice be heard. It's different when you call the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Send something in writing. Send an email. Honestly.
Yes. Because when the phone starts ringing.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yes. And my niece, she posted some other videos that popped up with the same character doing the same thing to other black children. The same one. It was like 3 or 4 different videos that popped up on social media with not only him, but another character as well. I think it was the one who played Bert. Did the same thing to some black children. So this is an issue that we have. Hey, Kia, hey, Shy. This is an issue that we have going on at Sesame Place with our kids, being as though that wasn't the first one, because now all the videos are popping up.
That's crazy. Are the same character?
The same. It was actually that character and the one who played Bert or Ernie, one of them. But it's on social media too. It's like 4 or 5 different videos.
So we need to just go up Sesame Place then. If it's all the characters, then we just need to go up Sesame Place and put in some WillPower.
Sesame Place is having diversity issues, but I saw a comment that said, "Look where Sesame Place is located. Look what county it's in." Someone. But this is the thing.
But
the culture. This is the thing. If you have 5 videos and 2 different characters doing the same thing, that says that the culture at the place where they are employed, it's okay. Because this video, the video that my niece put up, that wasn't the first time they heard that video was up.
It never used to be like that when I used to bring my daughter and my son up there years ago. Sesame Place ain't nothing new.
No, it's not nothing new.
It never had.
But was that before because we know over the last couple years, there has been a shift in the way a lot of people have come out of the closet in their thinking. Let's just say that. So how long ago was it? Because this was in the last couple of years, these 2 photos. So who are the people that are employed there now, like post-pandemic employees?
Yeah, I would like to just see who the employees are that's wearing the costume, because the costume is just a costume.
Right.
So no
who's
matter if
under
it's
the-
Bert,
who's under
Ernie,
it?
Superman, Batman, or Robin,
Right.
I would like to just see the character. Like, okay, Sesame Place. Who is this? Who is the employee?
My niece said she sent the video to your Instagram, EA.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see who is who. I want to see the employee.
But the employee, of course, they hiding behind their big old suit. They hiding behind
That's
that big
crazy,
old
though.
suit, though. Because I doubt very seriously someone else will have to let that person out of the bag. Sesame Place is definitely not going to, take the mask off of that individual.
Shit, if the right representation show and knock on the door and handle it from a business perspective, yes, it will straighten itself out expeditiously. Even though some people said that they reached out to the mom, to the parent. See, I'm running late. They said it was all on the news and everything. But that's why I really wanted to see what was the recourse of the action before I mention it again, because earlier was earlier. I was fired up when I first seen it. I put up 6 in the morning. But
I saw it yesterday.
I said, damn. I said, that's deep. You know, and some people was even trying to be like, well, wait a minute, maybe it was across the yellow line. No, it doesn't matter.
No, it ain't no yellow line.
It doesn't matter.
Sesame Place parade.
But the differential between where the other child European was and the adult European adult, the two African American children was right next to the adult.
Right.
Exactly next.
Now in the other video.
But I did see him say no to somebody that was in the back, in the rear, where it was out of the glance of the scope.
But you couldn't see.
But then when it went to the two children, he like, no. It was just bad.
But then you'll see that video when it came. I don't know if it was that same character or if it was the other one, but the children with the same as another child was trying to get the attention, and they didn't go to the child, but they went right to the elderly lady right next to the kid. This is Sesame Place, so we should really be focused more on the children, you would think, than like an elderly woman sitting in the audience. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I'm watching a little bit as these talk.
So
this is the full. So No Gun Zone must have put it up on their page too at the time when.
That's from a different angle.
Yeah, from a different angle.
That's from a different angle. But it's a few of them floating around. But this is just where where I don't know how we got going back so far. Like it's like we're regressing.
Let me say this.
We're regressing back quickly, not slowly, quickly.
Let me say this. Keep it all the way real, right? It's once you comprehend. I was going to say overstand racism. No,
not.
Once you comprehend racism, it won't shock you no more.
Well, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. Me, personally.
Remember, this ain't about you.
Yeah, I'm not shocked.
To the people. To the
people. Because you know why? Because why people shocked? Was some people shocked? Because too many people like, oh no, that's not him. People take stuff too deep and this, that, and the other. And then when people fall back and they stop commenting on these things or they stop putting these things out in the light, and then people are like, oh my God, I can't believe they doing it to the little kids. They never stop doing shit to the little kids. You understand what I'm saying? You just didn't see it. Because actually, videotaping things is a new thing. So we really don't know how much they've been doing anything because nobody was there to actually videotape and see this. Because why is it 5 different videos on the internet now at this same place? Well, not just this character, even though this character was in at least 2 other ones.
Right.
There's another character.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a place for children. So if you're not there to entertain the kids, then you probably shouldn't be there.
Let me say this.
If you're entertaining adults before you entertain children at Sesame Place, how you gonna high five grown ass women, but you're not gonna high five little kids? The reason why they're the reason why you're there at work is to entertain them. It's not a Sesame Place for grown kids.
I'm glad you said that.
So how can you entertain adults before you entertain children, no matter what race, color, or creed they are? You understand what I'm saying? You're there. Your job is to entertain children. So how do you not? And even if you couldn't stay there for 10 minutes, just a little something, but you like literally flagged them. It was a flag. It might have been a light flag, but it was definitely still a flag.
No, absolutely. I just want to see the employee identification. I don't know if it's public record or not. I just think that, I don't know. I know it's not. Now, this may sound a little crazy. Don't judge me on this. I know you don't have to have any background in wearing a costume. But on that level, at places like that, where abundance of children all over the world come to Sesame Place, you know, because Sesame Place is a mimic mirror of the old school Sesame Street.
Exactly.
So, you know, that's big. And I don't know if it's in the same corporation status or not, but
I'm sure they're connected.
I really want to see. No, because nowadays somebody could have bought it. Somebody could have owned the rights to it. It's only a park. That's why the characters, but when you said Elmo and stuff like that, those characters, you will get in trouble if you use a character.
Right, that's why you know that Sesame Place is some.
But was that Elmo?
No, but that was like another Sesame character because you know they got new characters now. It's not just Elmo anymore. They got
I'm getting
Zoe
deep
and all these
into
other,
it. Like,
they have new characters.
That wasn't Zoe though. But
I don't know who that was, but it's a new character. And
no, but you got to know them characters.
The character was wearing the
characters is worth billions of dollars. Mm-hmm. So if you understand how when you copyright anything or you copyright a character, that character is worth billions of dollars. So if any litigation was to occur, it would be that character.
Right.
In the business. Trust me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not worried about that because I know it's not the character. It's the individual that's wearing the character.
Exactly.
That's why I said I want to know who the employee is. And you don't have to have a background to do that kind of wear costume. But like you just hit the nail, you hit the hammer on the nail. When you said you're there for children. Just like how you have to have some sort of a background when you're working with child care, whether it's a daycare center.
And they got to have a type of background when they working with kids.
I'm certified myself, like Fran. Fran worked with children with mental behavior.
Yes.
When you working with children like that at one of these parks, even Chuck E. Cheese,
anywhere, kids.
I want to check your credentials. Whoever wear Chuck E. Cheese, because you be around a lot of people, kids, man. So you should have some type of mental stability.
You should at least have some empathy for children. At least have worked
that character.
Not that it matters because you don't know whether they worked with kids or not.
That character, that grown, that grown lady. Yes. She was a Caucasian. She was a European. That grown lady and said no to the kids. You should have felt right then and there. Your conscience should have said, "Oh my God, I'm out of character." Right. No,
that's what it should have said.
Absolutely.
Because this is the thing. How can you make a child feel sad? Because I know you can see out of the eyes of the costume, no doubt. So the faces of the children when you was walking by them, even when they were trying to get your attention, they were so excited trying to get the character's attention. So for you to just walk by and it's like the person that was wearing that costume had no empathy for those children. And that's just the way I see it. So, you know, I don't know if y'all want to boycott Sesame Place or whatever.
It's 4 different top stories.
Yes.
One is on New York Post.
Yeah.
One is on Newsweek. One is on the Daily Beast. And one is on Bucks County Carrier Times. One came out 11 hours ago. One just came out 2 hours ago. The one we talking about. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hell no. Celebrities go off on set. Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of celebrities
It's going viral.
A lot of celebrities definitely commented.
There's one just 2 hours ago that's on the Daily Beast. It's big. There's one 5 hours ago where it's a video of alleged Sesame Place scrub of black girls go viral. Oh, my God. How are they showing that? But it's somebody narrowing it from, I wonder if he's from Sesame Place. But we'll get into that later. We're going to bring up our guest.
Yes, we have a guest
talk
today.
A little fashion.
Yes.
See if his fashion is his passion.
And he also is an author as well.
Oh, so
yes, he has a book. Yes, he has a book.
What we're going to get into maybe is the author side.
We're going to talk about how he got. We're going to talk about the book, and then we're going to talk about how he got to the point where he is with his clothing line, what made him go take that direction and start the clothing line.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about that. So I'd like to welcome Mr. Charles Hill to the podcast. How you doing?
Hey, long time.
Yes,
long
it's been a while. It's been a while.
Long time.
And I did have the pleasure of reading his book, and it was a few years ago. So don't don't charge it to my head, not my heart, Charles, because I actually do not remember a lot about the book, but I definitely read the book.
Listen,
when you first
it's
put the
all
book
good.
out.
It's been a lot of years since I
Yes.
wrote the book, so and I pared my nose back into it.
Yes.
But it's all good.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Listen, pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
So
Yes.
I appreciate you coming on the show.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So first, let's talk about the book.
Okay.
The book is called Black Tricknology.
Yes.
So explain to our audience
One-on-one.
a little bit about the book and how you got to the point where you wanted to write this book.
Okay. So let me say something real quick. When I tell people that I wrote a book, Black Tricknology 101, first thing they think about
Talking
is,
to Mike.
They think you're talking about tricking, right?
yes, the trick game. The trick game. So
But it was
I just
not
have a
about
joke with
that.
it. I have a joke with it. But what happened was when I went back to grad school, we had to do a thesis as our project.
Right.
And what happened was the professor said, talk about things that you're passionate about.
Right.
At the time, I was reading books about Huey P. Newton, Assata Shakur.
Okay.
Okay.
I know right where you going.
Breaking the Curse of the Willie Lynch.
Right.
So here's the thing. A lot of people know about Dr. Umar Johnson.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so Scotland School for Veterans Children. That's where I went to school.
Oh, you went to school there
Yes,
as well? Wow.
Where is that located?
Yes,
I never heard of the
yes,
school.
yeah.
Where is that located?
Well, I tell everybody, Shippensburg University.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so Umar graduated before me, went to Millersville University. I went to Millersville.
Okay.
And, Millersville, I'm getting into a little more consciousness, classes, reading books and stuff. The Broderick Files,
Right.
22 Essays of a Black Experience, you know what I mean?
Right.
Reading books and stuff. We actually got into Dr. Malachi York.
Okay,
The house
I
that
know
we
a little
lived
bit
at
about
and everything. And so we just, you know what I mean?
Y'all went deep.
Deep stuff.
Y'all
you know what I mean?
real deep.
Yeah.
You can't get no deeper than that, brother, but go ahead.
We had the holy tabernacle or tablet and whatever. Somebody stole it out the house. You know what I
Wow.
mean? So, it's like when you kind of, not that we locked in, but you have foundation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
get
So,
it.
so I say I graduated in 2000 from Millersville, came back home. I remember Umar saying, come down to the Independent Theater to watch Lumumba before it was premiered on HBO and all that. So he's explaining
Right.
to me. We got to talking and stuff. Long story short,
Right.
he said, come to my house, check out the library of books. You know what I mean? If you like them, have some and start your own
Right.
library. I remember this vivid. And I started to read books that he gave me. He gave me what did he give me? A book. The Miseducation of a Negro.
By Carter George Wilson.
Africans Give to America.
Okay.
And it was some other books, but then I gave them back to him.
Okay.
And then I started going out on my own.
Right.
What is it? The Huey P. Newton Reader. Autobiography of Assata Shakur.
Right.
Breaking the Curse of the Willie Lynch.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And just variations of books I started reading myself. So when I got to grad school, the professor said, do something that you are passionate about. And I was a TSS worker in the human service field, and I'm watching kids come to school every day.
Right.
They're not achieving, but they're being passed along.
Right.
Okay.
And I said, wait, how is this? How is that? Da, da, da. I had questions about us as black people, black folk, and what's happening, what's
Right.
going on. Why is it that in every city across the United States, we as black folks, there's the same conditions? Poor communities, poor education, prison, everything. I had questions about
Right.
that stuff and no answers.
Right.
So what happened was, I'm going to say it like this, as the beam of light
Okay.
that came to me. And
So, okay, I want to narrate a little bit.
Okay,
I
go
wanted
ahead.
to let you get it.
good.
Because now I understand, I understand where you may be going, and I don't want to assume. So a beam of light. Explain what a beam
Yes.
of light to the people. What a beam of light means to you.
Okay, so what
That's a lot, brother.
Okay. So a lot of people say they understand it, but they don't really know what it is.
Okay.
You know, there's something that you say your third eye. You know what I'm saying? You know, or at the same time too, it was just I just had a lot of stuff that just came to me. You know, like even when you start talking about ancient spirits come to you, the angels that govern over you. You know, I just had a lot of stuff in me that needed to come out. So what happened was, you know, a lot of years I had a lot of stuff that came to me. I wasn't focused.
Right.
I was always talking about writing a book.
Okay.
But when I went down the jot, it was bad business. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't. I mean, I can jot some.
Right.
I can jot something down, but it's
Right.
not.
Right.
What you really feel?
Exactly.
What you
I get
really
it.
feeling?
Okay. So many years, I kept talking about writing a book, right? And I tell my guy this still to this day, and he'll laugh at it if you see this video because we always talk about it. But what happened was, I was having a lot of deep conversations about us as black folks. There's another. If I write a book, I'm gonna put this in there. If I write a book, I kept doing that for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I had a coworker, my man Marlon Thomas. I don't know. You know.
Oh yeah, I think I remember Marlon.
Okay. My man Marlon Thomas.
You from South Philly?
I'm not.
You must be
not
from the P.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
No, he not.
Because y'all know the
No,
same
I
people
knew
and
him
all that.
because we worked together. I mean, I worked at a school where he had a student there.
Where are you from, brother?
I'm from Logan.
You from Logan? Okay,
Original.
continue.
Original, man.
Continue your story. You from L Nation?
Hey, so my man Marlon Thomas one day at work, I guess he had enough. He said, hey, "Listen, man, if you're not gonna write anything, don't talk to me about writing a book again."
They sound like Marlon.
And you know what? And you know what happened? It was in the morning. And you know what happened though? I said, "Oh my God!" He put me on blast.
Right.
And what happened that whole day? It's in my head. It's in my head. It was a Friday. As soon as I got home, I dropped my bag. I got on the computer and I went like this. I started typing. Monday morning, I had like 4 pages, single spaces. I shot it right in front of him. He read it. And when he gave it back, he nodded his head. And then that was the start of it.
Right. That was the catalyst.
And you know what I felt? You're being fraudulent. You keep talking that you want to do something. Do
but
it.
You're not doing it.
Do it. Like and listen, to this day, my God, that was the spark of the whole thing.
Okay.
And then so what happened was it took a life of its own and going through the whole thing and the funny part about it was like information on chapters. I don't know what I was going to write. Listen.
Right.
And let me be clear. I never knew I was going to write a book. I never knew I was going to write a book. Come on now.
Right.
But what happened was it was too many things. So what I started to do in my process, and maybe this can help other people that's trying to write, capture your information. I started having notebooks in my car. I had notebooks at my house. And when I have topics, I would work discussions with people. You know what I mean?
Right.
What I would do was I would jot it down in the book. Wait, give me a minute. Let me jot it down. Go back to it. Because you can, even now, like, well, as we'll talk about the shirts and everything like that, I will put stuff in my phone quick. You know what I mean? I will put stuff in my phone quick so I can remember it and I can have it for later.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what happened.
So in the book, tell the audience a little bit about what do you mean by.
I can tell. For him to go inside and say, read the synopsis to the audience.
Yeah.
Your own
Read the
synopsis. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Okay, so wait, here's the thing. This is in small writing. I don't know nowadays in my
All right, well, listen.
No, I'm gonna do it.
All right, because it's better. Yeah, it's
all right,
your book.
so I'm gonna say like
Or
this.
you can just give it without reading the book. You know what's in it.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm gonna read it from here because
Go
it's
ahead.
been a long time, as she said. Okay,
Good.
so I'm gonna say this: in order to climb a mountain, you
Let's
need
talk on the
ropes.
mic, though. What people
Okay,
need to hear.
okay, all right.
You can pull it
That's
down.
tuned in the air.
There we go. There
It
we
ain't
go.
about the room.
All right, there we go. So I said this: in order to climb a mountain, you need your ropes, supports, education, and everything needed to climb the mountain. To climb at the top of the mountain. Okay, as you climb to the top. No, I'm going to do it like this.
Yeah, because I see.
Right.
Go, you
I'm
ain't
gonna tell
got.
you.
Give them the.
Just-
Yeah.
All right, so
Just give them a small
this is
synopsis.
what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say.
All right. Let me narrate. Let me help you.
No, don't do
No,
that.
because
Don't do
I
that.
want to
Don't do
know.
that.
I
Don't do
want
that.
to overstand.
No, don't do that. I'm
Go
going to tell
ahead.
you. I'm going to tell you because I have the spill, but it's been years. So this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I was trying to say. in order to climb a mountain, right? You can't go to a mountain and climb it.
Right.
What you need is you need your rope, you need your help, you need support,
Right.
you need everything to climb a mountain. Okay, you need education, you need everything that you need to climb a mountain. You can't just go up there and just climb it like
Right.
everything's straight.
Right.
You need, all right, and every time we get to the top of a mountain, there's another mountain, another mountain, another mountain. We always have had obstacles to climb. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Okay, but however, in society, it told us to climb that mountain without the help, without the
Right.
resources, without the education, without the ropes, without everything else. They said, be great with nothing. You know what I'm saying?
So that's part of the.
Yeah, the technology.
Exactly. But society even tells us to do certain things, and then once we do it, and you come out, like I'm gonna keep it 100. I go back to generations of my family.
Right.
My family are laborers. Our families are laborers,
Right.
field workers, and all that, sharecroppers and everything else, right?
Right.
They said, go, mush, get an education, get your degrees, right? They said that because they saw people with degrees, maintain,
Right.
right? Or achieve.
Right.
And then when we got them, what happened? The rules of engagement
Change.
changed.
Yeah.
The bachelor degree is no longer the same
Yeah,
situation.
now you need a
know what I'm saying?
master's. Now you need a doctorate.
Exactly.
So may I
Yes, sir.
ask my questions now?
ahead.
You said wait.
Good.
Because time is money.
Yes, sir.
So I understand. I ain't gonna say overstand. Trick analogy.
Yes.
So the black part
Yes.
of the name. What was the essence of putting black on top of the trick analogy 101? That's what I want to know.
Well, the funny part is this. I'm gonna say this. I came up with the name of the book,
Right.
and unconsciously, when I went back to listen to Wu-Tang,
Glad you said that word. too.
Gangstar, and everything, and it was like they said technology to me, and I didn't even resonate with it.
Right.
But what I was trying to say was, it's like we as black folks, we're being tricked. We're being tricked into a situation, system of, and everything else. We're being tricked into because
It's like this. Let me try to help you out a little bit.
Yes, ma'am.
It's like whenever something is good and we go to get into it,
right.
they change the game on us, right? That's the trick. That's the technology of it, because they
All
tell
day.
us we
day.
all can have. They
day.
always say to us,
All day.
you can have that.
All
It's not
day.
that hard for black people.
All day.
Black people always make excuses.
All
They can
day.
do it just like any. This
All
is
day.
America. Everybody can
All
have it.
day.
But then when we go to get it,
All
it's
day.
always a little extra
day.
obstacle in our way where for someone else
Yes.
it may not be.
Right.
But they'll do it in such a subtle way that they'll say like with the education system, we're going to give your kids free education. They don't have to pay. But they're not going to get the books in your school that the children that gets in the Bucks County schools, where the parents, where the tax brackets are a little higher. You're not going to get the Olympic-sized pools in the city schools that other counties in Pennsylvania have in their school. And in other counties, and I know this for a personal experience, like even when my children went to school in Williamsport,
The Williamsport.
what I never thought was that important until my son went there and he made this statement to me. They had to pass swimming or they wouldn't get their diplomas. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, it's just swimming. It's fun. My son said, no, Mom. They teach us how to do water maneuvers, how to
Right.
put our pants inside out, make a float out of it, how to survive if you were to ever fall off of a boat and things like this. This is why we have to have swimming, why we have to pass it. And I think to myself, well, in Philly, these kids ain't getting these children aren't getting a pool in their school, but their parents are paying taxes as well. I don't care what nobody say. Philadelphia pay the highest, almost get the highest taxes out of their paycheck in almost any city in this state.
Okay.
But our children are not privy to Olympic-sized swimming pools in their schools. They're not privy to the carpentry shops that we used to have, because our schools used to have carpentry, welding shops, print, everything. It's the technology. You take the stuff out of the schools and say, okay, you need to go to college. But what about people who need to build something like a carpenter? What about people that need to fix pipes like plumbers? Now you got to get a student loan. You got to go get a student loan to go to a trade school now. When I went to Bach, and some of my closest friends, one of my closest friends is a master plumber who got his education straight out of the school district. And so that's the technology. Saying that our kids have a leg up when you know they don't. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in the inner city and their parents don't have certain job titles, they're not entitled to have the things that they should have. I think that all children, even though it may seem like something small, but I thought that was when my son said that to me, that was an eye-opening thing, because I never thought about if you fall out of a boat, you might need to have water skills in order to save yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that me as a person coming from the inner city ever thought about. But up there, those people have boats. They fish. Their children need to know how to be safe in the water. People in that area need to know how to be safe in the water because they use it a lot. But we're right now.
No, your ass just in the city, and you ain't thinking about survival.
No, but the thing is, we have two rivers on the side of us. There's a whole lot of waterways around.
Yeah, but not only that, if you just think about the DNA of the earth of the world, period. That's not get misconstrued that just because there's buildings here. Yes, everything is on water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so let me interject real quick though, because you were saying a lot, and I was thinking about a lot of things. First of all, when you said Williamsport, that's just so funny. We played against them in high school basketball.
Okay. The Millionaires, right?
the Millionaires.
The Millionaires.
Listen, you're not getting the win at the Millionaires.
The
referees will not give you calls. They are falling all over you, hanging all over you, but if this touch pass, shout out to Rashid Campbell, Millionaires, and Johnny Gordon out that way. On site, Johnny Gordon. Anyway, little sock. But the thing about, I guess what I observed myself from the city, going away to school and everything else. And when I got to my school, I was in 5th grade when I left here, I repeated the 5th grade because
you had to go there, and you was behind when you got there.
Amen.
Right.
And what happened was I got the resources to build me up.
Right.
And something that I put in my book, and I studied and I researched it, No Child Left Behind.
Right.
And what No Child Left Behind is, it's like no child is left behind because you build them up from where they are to bring them up.
Right.
And you provide them with the resources.
Right.
The problem in the black community is that you don't have the money for the resources to build them up.
Right.
So No Child Left Behind in the black community is pass them the next grade.
Right.
Yeah, everybody, but
Right.
yeah, that's been known for a while.
Wait. But in the suburbs, No Child Left Behind is provide them with the resources
that they need
to
so
bring
they
them
don't
up.
be left behind.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that to me, I have a severe. Maybe it's because just going through trials and tribulations, overstanding what you call the term technology.
Yes.
And then everybody has, and it's good for the people that are not conscious. Like you were talking earlier about you being having this light.
Knowledge of self. Everybody doesn't have it.
referenced-
Everybody doesn't have knowledge of self.
Where did you get it from? Jail?
Whoa. Never.
Hello?
Never.
I did.
Never.
I was a murderer.
Okay.
I'm not a murderer. Please let me rephrase that. I was the smoothest gangster
Yeah.
uptown.
Okay.
I got knowledge of self when I went to the jail. When I got secluded
Sure.
from worldly affairs, no girlfriends, no poom poom, no cheesesteaks,
No nothing.
no nothing.
You said that's it though.
No, nothing.
That's it. I'm never coming back.
I
There it
never
is.
did. I never
Okay.
implemented
Okay.
recidivism.
Okay. So let me say this.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this. I am from Logan. 48.
I understand. You got
48
some stuff too, because we got
40
10 minutes. I don't want you to miss out
All
on,
right. So
on your merchandise.
There it is. 4843 North Hudson Street. Shout out to everybody that I know from the neighborhood. Okay. I got out of
I lived at 11 for Loudons
There you go.
back in 1974.
Dang. Okay.
1974.
There you go.
11th and Loudon.
There you go.
1981 Disco Rat used to park right there on the corner of Loudon and play disco music. And Logan. I lived right there in the corner before the POW.
So,
Mr. Logan.
there you go. So what I want to say is this.
Yeah.
I always say this for my life.
Go ahead, bro.
It's a fine line where I can be.
And where's that?
Man, I could have been in the streets.
Yeah, you could have been.
Because I'm gonna tell you from the door. Listen to me. I probably would have wanted the street money and success, the illusion of whatever the case may be, but it didn't happen like that. Listen, and I'm not saying it's like that, but my mother said that. She said, you know, yeah, he probably
you gotta go. Right.
You know, I probably would have wanted, but you know what happened? My life and my course changed to a different direction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So again, when I talk to kids and stuff, I said I could have been. I show kids video or audio of a guy I played basketball with at our school that's locked up.
Right.
I have a guy that was in my class. He's in jail for life.
Right.
He's never come out. He went in jail at 18. Right. My classmate. You know what I'm saying? So listen, my cousin, he's doing 30 to 60.
It's
Come on now.
It's like,
why you come up here preaching to choirs?
I'm a
real guy.
World is affected.
I'm a real guy, but
the whole world is affected.
But here's the thing: I escaped a lot of things,
right?
And also, too, even in the book, I talk about.
That's what I was going to ask you too.
Family and generational curse. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's a lot of things that happen within our family structure, and if you're not in tune, you can fall right in line with it.
Absolutely.
All right, real quick, let me give you a punch. Where can they get your book at?
Right now, Amazon.
Make sure y'all go to Amazon. His book is called The Black Trickonology 101.
No. Don't say tricker. Tricknology. This is not about the pimp game today.
That's all right. Let them overstand. Then maybe that'll make them buy it until they get some. See, the gift is to be sold, not to be told.
There you go.
So let's talk before we go off the air.
But it ain't a trick.
Right.
You got some stuff when we get your merchandise,
yes,
bro.
Tell us a little bit about your merchandise.
Yes. There we go.
Yes.
It's all good. It's all good. Here we go. So I bought a bunch of things. Well, first thing first is my logo. This is Intellectual Thought. My website is intelthought.com. My Instagram is Intellectual Thought 2021. My Facebook is Intellectual Thought. And everybody asked me, like, how did I come up with this?
Right.
Somebody that I knew during the pandemic, a good friend, she said, listen, you wrote a book. She said, you know, the T-shirt, hoodie game is a big business. You know what I mean? You have quotes in your book. You can put it on the shirt. Whatever. I have images, that's going to come out under my line.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And this is his line.
So what happens is this.
That's his clothing line, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a lot of images saved up, a lot of quotes. When people are going to be like, oh, wow, that's inspirational. Oh, wow, that's fact. Oh, wow, that's me. I've told people certain things. And you know what I did? You know what I did for y'all coming down here? As I talk to you, I downloaded things. That's not even out just yet.
Okay.
So what I want to do is this. I'm going to show y'all that's not out for the people, but I'm going to show y'all certain things that's just out. I mean, that I'm going to come out with. So, like this right here.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Read the thing.
Under my logo.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
I have a shirt that's in the bag over there that you can't see. Let's make Philadelphia brotherly and sisterly loving again. I'm sorry, brother. Can you grab that shirt right there in the plastic? You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yep. There we go. I'm gonna take it out here in the plastic. You know what I mean? Let's make Philadelphia brotherly.
Yeah, we do shirt manufacture here.
Yes, that's what I was telling them.
You know what? I see that. I see that.
I was letting them know
to the third power. We do sublimation. We do it all.
I just saw it. I just saw it. Look, it's right here. This is
that's what's up.
Let's make Philadelphia brotherly and sisterly loving again. This is the map of Philadelphia.
Okay.
Turn sideways with fists in the air.
With the fists in the air.
All right,
with
cool.
the fists in the air.
Let me see that.
So you want to see it?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah, that's cool.
My website is www.intelthought.com.
Well, I really appreciate you coming
Absolutely.
on our
Well,
show, Charles. I thank you so
what?
much.
You know what? It's a pleasure to have me here because, like I said, when we met, we talked, we
Right.
vibed, we were
Yes,
talking. Listen,
absolutely.
you were at work and
Yep.
everything, and we vibed. I talked about my book and everything else, so it resonated over the years.
Exactly. Yes.
And now we're here.
And now we're here.
Now
That's
we're
what's
here.
up.
And we really appreciate
We appreciate you showing
Absolutely.
love
Appreciate you
Absolutely.
so much.
and giving some of your insight on,
Life,
life
General.
and
Yes.
us as the people.
well, don't ad-lib my words. Let me
There you
speak
go.
my words.
You know what? My bad.
You
brother.
trying to tell me
My bad, brother.
I'm going to give you your props, and then you want to
what?
tell me
My
what
bad, my
this-
brother. My bad.
I salute anybody
It
that's
is. It is.
that's coming from a conscious perspective and want to give back to his or her community, because we need that narrative pushed a little bit more. And we greatly do appreciate you coming to spend your time to just advertise your stuff to our audience.
Sure, sure.
And once in a while, we're writers.
There it is.
We do films.
There it is.
We do independent films. We can do a very large film,
Yeah.
depends on the budget.
Oh, there it is.
So you're a type person that we do plays, we do fashion shows, we do the whole nine. So you're a type person that we would love to do some business with.
Hey,
Absolutely.
listen.
So, and one hand wash the other.
All you have
So
to
if you ever think about turning your book to a documentary or anything like that, just let us know.
well, let me say
But
this.
we got.
But we have another show going on.
Oh, okay, my bad.
We got another show.
We already
But we
let
can
you to do
always-
you.
We'll
but
talk
fellas,
off
you
here.
want to intellectually
Off here.
take all our time.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But
Nah,
thank
it's
you
all
so
good.
much, Charles,
Absolutely.
again for coming on. Don't
Appreciate
forget, guys, his website.
Charles,
Facebook,
make sure y'all go. What's your website one more time?
Look him up.
www.intelthought.com.
And
Intelthought.com.
and at Intellectual Thought on Instagram and Intellectual Thought on Facebook. And thank you so much. And we'll see you guys next week.
Right, WillPower. You already.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, man.